we are talking why we chose Harley-Davidson over Indian. Stay tuned, folks. We'll be right back. Back in 2018, and we were looking to get we had a Yamaha FJR, and we were looking to get a different motorcycle. We needed something with more luggage and something a little more comfortable for long trips. So we were dead set on buying an Indian Roadmaster. I mean, I had test rode one and really liked it, and Mrs. Den had sat on them, and we looked at them several times. So we had a dealership like, what, 2 minutes away, 3 minutes away maybe? Yeah. It was right down the street from our house. And so I was in there a lot. I mean,
they do it by name.
Yeah. Yeah. So, and we were going to buy the Indian Roadmaster, and shortly before we were going to make that purchase, that dealership went out of business, and I was like, man, that was disappointing. The next dealership was probably about an hour from our house.
Right.
And
let me stop you a minute.
Go ahead.
Stop you. When we buy something, he does a lot of research. I mean, he's not real, especially that kind of price tag. You'll go in there. He doesn't go in there like a spontaneous thing. He looks at it, reads reviews on it. He talks to people. I can't tell you how people stop with an Indian and ask a question about it. I mean, that's why it took so long. And then the company went out of business.
Well, not the company, but
or the
dealership. Yeah. So, and they shut down. I don't want to say they got out of business, because that sounds like they weren't doing well. They were doing extremely well and selling a lot of motorcycles, but it was mismanaged. And that's all we're going to say about that. But so anyways, we decided maybe we should keep our options open, you know. Maybe we don't have to just get the Indian Roadmaster. I mean, the Gull Wing, you know, it's a good touring bike, as everybody knows. And, you know, Harley has some good touring bikes also.
Dude, did we look at that BMW?
Yeah, we did. Yeah, was the R16 out? I think it was at the time. Or not the R16, but the 1600, whatever. I wasn't a fan of the seating position myself. I don't know.
The BMW?
Yeah.
It seemed gigantic.
It's just, I don't know. Something about it, I just wasn't a fan. There's no dealerships near us. BMW, they're even further than Indian. So that was a concern. So we did go look at a Gull Wing, and we were wanting to find out some things about it, and asked the salesman at the dealership some questions, and we couldn't get help. I mean, they did not want to help us at all. So I figured, I guess they just don't want to make any money. I'm not sure when Gull Wing decided to lessen the luggage capacity, but they did, and I think it was around that time. And that we wanted to be able to pack as much as we could on a trip, so that was kind of a turn off. So we started looking at Harley and see what they had to offer. Now, I've mentioned this in other videos, but I've always been one to say I would never own a Harley-Davidson. There's probably 90% of the people that ride out here have Harley-Davidsons, and I did not want to follow the crowd, you know. That's not me. This is not, some people, I just want a Harley-Davidson. That's not who I am. You know, I wanted a motorcycle that I enjoyed and that was going to do what we needed out of it, you know. Let's go back, and like we said, we thought for sure we were going to buy the Indian Roadmaster. And Mrs. Den loved it.
Oh, yeah.
I mean,
that was my vote.
Yeah, she was wanting the Indian Roadmaster.
The red and the buttercream color, gorgeous bike.
The Indian is a great motorcycle. I mean, it handles well. You know, very comparable to this in weight. Or, well, we bought the Ultra Limited in 2018. Now we have the Roadglide Limited, but very similar bikes. But with Indian, they offer a lot more comfort features. I mean, you have a motorized windshield that goes up and down. You know, you got heated grips, which the Ultra Limited did. You have the heated seat, which Harley didn't. They don't have. I mean, you can get it, but it's you know.
And you're old now. You need those comfort items.
Exactly. You know, I mean, it had their infotainment center. It has a lot. It's a lot more customizable than Harley.
You can read it easier too.
You think?
Well,
maybe the letters are bigger. Our old one in 2018, I could see better too because the numbers and letters were bigger. But they decided to shrink that with this new one. But
it's bigger than the Ultra.
The other one, it might be. I don't know. I can't remember.
Come on, dude, get up this hill.
The stereo is better. I mean, there's a lot of. They have lockable storage when you walk away. Luggage locks, and so they offered a lot more in that aspect. But as far as the fit, your feet are out further in front of you, so you're sitting back more of a, I want to say, relaxed, which was a big difference from what I was used to. The handlebars are wider and were a little bit further away, or at least it felt like it to me. So when we went to Harley and we looked at the Ultra Limited,
and we looked at everything before we.
Yeah, we looked at all the different manufacturers that had, you know, a big touring bike. So when we test rode to Harley, and you know, it was decent, you know, but it fit me a lot better. And your feet are not out quite as far in front of you, and the handlebars were a little closer to me. So that's, you know, in the end, we wound up going with the Ultra Limited, and not just because it fit me better, but that dealership closing up, it concerned me quite a bit. I mean, there's not nearly as many Indian dealers, and if you know, needed one, warranty work or get something repaired or whatever, there's not nearly as many, and that was a concern. Our trip out to Colorado, we needed to get something repaired, and fortunately there was a Harley dealer close by, and we were able to get it taken care of that same day and be back on our way. Would it have been that way with Indian? I don't know. I don't know if there was one around there or not, but I know there's not nearly as many. Another thing that I liked about Harley, now Indian sounds really, really good, and if you get some aftermarket pipes, it can sound tough. I mean, they sound pretty good, but Harley just has a feel to it that you don't get with Indian. And there's just something about that feel when you know, just when you're on it, riding it, like right now, you know, you can feel that lope of the motor, and yeah, you feel that a little more than you do with an Indian. And Indians, when you get going, they smooth out, like, I don't want to say completely, but they're pretty smooth. So I mean, the whole time you're on a Harley, you can feel that some. I mean, it's comfortable and it's not annoying, but you have that, like, you know, we don't have any cams or anything, you know, aftermarket cams or anything in this. It's just factory. We have slip-ons on us, but you can feel that lope a little bit, which is nice. It just gives it a little more character, I think. And I mean, I
I think Indian sounds good. I like the sound of them. But the Harley just makes a different sound.
It does, yeah.
You know what I mean? The Harley sounds good. I like the way it sounds.
Yeah, Mrs. Den's all Indian. She lets me know that every now and then. She likes them.
This is a gorgeous bike. I love this orange. I think this is a hot looking bike. But I do like the equipment.
Yeah, she's
I love the Scout. If I rode myself, I'd get a Scout. I think that's a good looking bike.
Yeah, she's kind of an Indian fan.
Yep.
Can't believe I let her on the back.
I love this bike though. I like the way it looks, the way it sounds.
Yeah, both of them are very nice motorcycles. Due to the fit, the dealership, the amount of dealerships, and just the all-round character of the motorcycle itself.
They treated us good.
What's that?
They treated us.
Yeah, I mean,
in the dealer.
Yeah, we've been treated pretty well. I mean, you know, we did have some problems, but they got it taken care of. So we do have a video about the problem we had with this roadglide Limited when we first bought it, if you want to look back. And I'll put a link at the very end of this, in the description below, and at the very end of this video, I'll put a, you can click on that video, I'll put it in there. But it got taken care of, and we appreciate that. But we've owned two Harleys now, the 2018 Ultra Limited and this 2020 Roadglide Limited, and I've enjoyed these two motorcycles more than any that I've ridden, I think. The first time I rode a Harley was back in the 90s. Took one for a test ride. It was a Dyna something, White Glide maybe. And I'm telling you, I fell in love with that bike. And it just, I don't know what it was about it. There was just something, and I wanted one. I just loved it, you know. Wasn't going to be great for touring or anything, but man, I just, if I had the money, I would have bought one, because I just, something about that bike, and it was probably the motor and the way it felt. I just didn't know it, but it was something about it. Just, you know, got me excited, and I loved it. And I thought, man, I love that feel when I'm riding it. And that's what you get. You probably get more of the older school Harleys, but excuse me, but this one, I mean, I'm happy with it, you know. That's all we've ever owned is a Milwaukee 8, so this is a 114, which I do like. I think it's quite a bit better than a 107, personally. So, that is why we chose Harley-Davidson over Indian. Not that we feel that one's better than the other, but...
I do.
Well,
no.
Mrs. Den does. So anyways, guys, we thank you for watching, and we will talk to you guys later. See ya.